When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Brewer. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So South Carolina's offense will get the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Shotgun snap on third down. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Auburn Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Matthews. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Caught in the backfield. It's Strong. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. Starting to feel a little pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Going to the run, it's Massey. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And they have the first points of the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw. It's Matthews. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in the lead.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers are on the move. well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Auburn lines up quickly. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on fourth down. To the air, it's Matthews. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Auburn offense will take over.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the bad mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Matthews. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That one was a major league knuckleball, ducking and darting and somehow finding its way over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Rush is on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quickly out to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hart. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Fakes the grab. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense...
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. Gets it out fast. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Heaves it on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Under fire. Buying some time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line. But will they go for it on fourth down? He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just one over Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. It's Clark. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. To the ground with the back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his man. It's Thompson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, it's Matthews. Plucks it out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this up.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he'll be brought down.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
He leaves it with his back. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
South Carolina, 7.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Auburn lines up quickly. The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a man. It's Matthews. It's caught. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Perkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Clark. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a first down play. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Auburn offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're still firing away even with this lead. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.